was a nice lunch.
Yes, it was.
So we can go home now?
Nope.
Why not?
I may have a new hobby coming.
What are you talking about?
You'll find out in a second.
So what we have here is an Ender Pro.
Wait. What are you doing?
Yeah. I found a new hobby.
So you have the PEI build plate. It probably has pollen on it because I've been leaving my window open.
It's North Carolina in March. Everything has pollen on it.
So you just snap your parts off of it real easily. They'll just slide off if you let it cool down. One of the things you got.
Wait, a man let things cool down?
Yep. That's what you have to fix right there. It's got a broken lead on it. As long as you line it up pretty good on this side, you don't want it rubbing up against the side there. Okay. So
instructions, schmuctions.
And this is just to keep the gantry from
dropping down,
hitting the build plate. What you have here is there's such a cute angle. It's very cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's a cute angle.
Well, at least
I
it's
designed
not
this. You got to look right here. See where the filament's going in right there? It doesn't go straight in. It's a design flaw. And this is a Creality part too. This is a genuine Creality part. And they didn't line these up. So when you have to have a pair of pliers when you're
putting them in.
Yeah. You have to squeeze this and just carefully maneuver it in there. And you can turn this and you'll run it all the way down there. You'll have your hot end heated up. And you just run this out until it just oozes out, and then it's loaded. Little care package here. Here's your benchy. Should be the first thing that you print. It's tradition, and if you do anything different, I reserve the right to repossess your printer. These are 2 test filaments for pre-cement, which is really good stuff. Look, it's the glittery, and then the silver is the same stuff as this. It's just in
the silver version of it.
Yeah.
Can you make me a play button?
Yes, he can.
I can make you a play button.
Okay. This is where your SD card goes in.
Yep.
I should have brought. Well, you got cables.
Yeah, I got cables.
I don't know why I gave you this, but this is the old piece that came out of there. I saw your CNC router. I saw you have a whole bunch of these.
I was like, that looks exactly like the ones that are on my router.
And I am giving you my scraper.
You're very welcome for taking this off your hands.
Yes, thank you. Something will replace it soon.
So that's the same kind.
That's what this is. He's just making room for more toys.
More toys.
New ones. Glue stick. There's no glue stick on there right now, but you can just wash that off with water. You know, that's really good stuff. I stand by Elmer's glue. It does the best job of any glue out there. Highly recommended. Overture PLA. It's the best out there, and it's reasonably priced.
Where can you get this?
Amazon. On Amazon. It'll be on your doorstep within 1 or 2 days, or sometimes a week if it depends.
Probably this little thing right there that looks like a hole.
It's his brother from another mother, y'all.
It goes through this.
They're not related at all.
This is actually a cooling break with a fan blowing on it. It keeps it from oozing all over the place.
Right.
And the nozzles down there, if you look at it, it's got a little sock on it. I think that is a sock on it. But yeah, this fan is specifically for the filament, and this fan theoretically blows onto the piece that's being printed. If you're doing a big flat piece, that's when you use that Elmer's glue. Yeah. And if you visit my site, printables.com, you can see all the wonderful models that I've designed.
Link in the description box below.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll grab this, you grab the big piece.
Nope.
And all the documentation you never want is on
Oh,
that.
you need to put this in the box or you might lose
No,
it.
that's a delicate piece. You got to hold that whole way home.
You gotta hold it like this all
Hang
the way
it from
home.
your mirror.
Wait.
It's called a 3D benchy, and it actually tells you.
It's like a benchmark.
It's a benchmark.
Piece, so.
CT, 3D, XYZ.
Basically a test piece to make sure everything's working right.
Yeah, if I may, a piece of filament should fit in that hole. Right there.
That's how you know all the...
And in that hole. Bed temperature is 60 degrees Celsius. The hot end should be 210 degrees. That's sort of a sweet spot. Layer height is usually, you know, if you're doing something really fast and trying to just, you know, you don't care about quite what it looks like, then probably a 0.3 millimeters. And then if you want really higher quality, you go to 0.2 or 0.15. So that's how high the layers are. And the higher the layers, the more you see them. So everything's in metric, so learn the metric system, buddy.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
the CNC machine sort of broke me in already. And with that, here I have my new temporarily permanent home amongst all of our other project stuff from all of our projects. I guess it's time to clean up the video filming room. So as you see, the 3D printer is set up. I got the spool sitting here now, getting ready to start diving into the documentation and everything else. I have avoided getting a 3D printer since the very beginning because I knew how addicting these things are. But in this case, a good friend of mine, I have known him since about earlier than 98. I think I've worked with him since like 1996. So yes, I have worked with this gentleman for a very, very long time. He was already into this hobby and he had one, and he has gifted this free of charge. So I can't turn down a free 3D printer. So I guess now I get to start getting addicted to them as much as I knew I would if I ever got into this. There isn't a limitless amount of stuff you can do with these things.
Wait, can you make a nose flute?
I can make an ocarina. I can probably make a nose flute too.
Hey.
If you don't know what a nose flute is, please don't ask. Go ahead.
Basically, it's this plastic little musical instrument that you can put up against your face. You blow air through your nose and it produces a sound. My dad is an expert nose flautist.
But just to give you a little taste. It works. So, time to start reading some documentation.
Wait, you're gonna read something?
I always read the documentation. If you would like to see more of this project and this series, stay tuned because I think I'm actually going to be able to make a lot of stuff for this that actually may help in our other projects. In fact, I've already been sort of figuring out some things to do in the garden. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this enough that you might want to follow along, kind of see how it turns out, feel free to do all the little clicky social media things, and if you do, we look forward to seeing you in the next video.
I can edit all of this out?
And turn it into 3 seconds.
Okay.